watching this video, you've likely heard of the APH Handy Cassette 2 tape recorder. This is a tape recorder made by the American Printing House for the Blind in, I believe, the 1990s. This is not that. This is a General Electric Model 3-5194, I believe it's the model number, tape recorder. This one has a date code of, I think, like 2506 or something, I forget. But I do not believe this unit would have been made in 2006. This was made for the American Printing House for the Blind by General Electric, as all of their units were, though curiously it does say made in Japan. This unit can run on 50 or 60 hertz power. It's got a built-in AC power supply. You got the cord coming out the back here. Kind of like the newer NLS cartridge-based talking book players, which this kind of reminds me of, though you've got some more advanced functions. This is functionally equivalent to an APH Handy Cassette 1. Not the 2, the 1. The 1 is a monaural unit, the 2 is stereo. So you got your volume slider here, which is a bit scratchy. You got tone. Microphone, it says on off. Side selector switch, speed selector switch. You've got a more precise tape speed control. This does not feature VSC, which is kind of curious. And you've got an index button up here. You press the button, and these buttons are very satisfying to work, though they're in a slightly odd order. Record, rewind, fast forward, play, pause, stop, eject. And these do, with the exception of the record button, have tactile markings on them. So we open up the door, and it just pops open pretty easily, and I'll stick in a tape. I notice as it pushes back, you can actually hear a spring click into place, which braces the tape in and secures in place. You lower it down, press play.
Endorsement by ACL, HHS, or the U.S. government.
Nobody plays more new country than 95.3
WKAZ. It's specials this month.
You mean like the sort of Hershey?
That was, this tape is full of some recordings from the radio that I did. So.
King-size candy bars, 2 for $5, and Pringles.
Okay, this works. I'll fast forward.
4 new Michelin passenger or light truck tires. $70 tire rebate on all tire lines, plus a
So you've got your functions here.
$1 bonus rebate on
Volume adjustment. This unit can get quite loud.
Tire, 3rd Avenue and Huntington across from Jones Hill Stadium. www.michelinman.com/deals-promotions-and-rebate. For complete detail, offers expires till 5/23. Void where prohibited.
It's the holiday season. Time for great deals from Metro by T-Mobile, like 5G home internet for eligible customers for just
Get your side selector switch. And there you're hearing an ad for GE appliances. I think it's GE. How fitting.
Hey guests. With America's most reliable line of appliances per independent consumer study, wish for with LG appliances.
Oh, never mind, LG.
With America's most reliable line of always be ready to handle last-minute holiday guests. One days to save up to $900.
So you've got a side selector switch, which is used for talking book tapes. I'll demonstrate how that would work later on.
5G home internet that's fit for any endeavor.
You've got a speed selector switch, which can toggle between
So
15
when the
and
hollow
16 inches per second, or half speed, and 1 and 7/8 inches per second,
Still
regular
all
speed.
you'll pay. Nada yada yada, only at Metro. You need to qualify for the Affordable Connectivity Program. Purchase a modem and get a phone plan. It's $25 the first month and $20 after that with auto.
Like a dictation machine, you can hold down rewind or fast forward as this unit goes, like all the APH tape recorders, and you can get
So when the holidays are
tape
over,
speeds
it's
you can look for
important to
index
save
marks.
$20 a month is still...
I'm Joel Clark of Select Quote
1-800
Mardi Gras Casino. Enjoyment isn't part of that process.
And here's Paul Swan.
This is
Giovanni's 20th Street College Football Wrap. And experts predict
3066 800 501
You have a tape motion sensing window,
800 501
so you
3066.
can see what your tape is doing.
is a marketing agency connecting callers with attorneys.
Little dot on the end of it.
Insurance every call 800.
Where did you get all that cash?
Since it's November, I went to NovemberCash750.com and got 700
189.
Paid for by Upload Rewards. Paid.
You've got a tape
And other terms and
speed
conditions apply. Add your portrayal.
Hey, where did you get all that cash? You mean this $750?
Yes, that $750. Where did you get all that cash? Since it's November, I went to NovemberCash750.com and got
You can run it at double speed, and I can prove that because
Just go to NovemberCash750.com this month and follow the simple instructions on the site. Once you finish,
that's set to
the
half speed,
$750
but the
is
tape
yours.
speed
It's that easy to get 700.
and you can actually tell that they're also performing a treble boost at half speed because you're running the tape at a lower speed, you get much less fidelity.
It is, but only in November.
So you run it from a little bit below half speed.
Complete the deal they showed you and get $750 sent to your Venmo or PayPal. I'm always short on cash.
This is where we've made you mad.
One curious thing is that even when it stops, you press rewind or fast forward. You can see it going. Because this thing, whenever you chill, rewind, and fast forward, you won't be able to see it here. It actually brings the tape heads up. Which is very bizarre. I've never seen another recorder that does that. Not a handheld unit, not a tabletop, a boombox, nothing.
Cars and dirt bikes are hundreds of dollars below our already low prices, even if you put it real way. Save thousands of dollars on our tractors,
Chinese listeners on the sound. Biggest
and golf cars.
And we have 0% financing available on everything in store.
With kids machines, Happy Bowers Ford. Get that perfect gift for everyone.
Starting November 19th, shop 40% off stunning more.
Stage gifts.
This tape was recorded on a Sony CFD S70, and as you can tell by the snippets of music, you can tell the tape speed is very accurate on this
Still hard to believe that tune was actually written by Mr. Bruce Springsteen. Man for Man did just such an entirely different spin on it. Good stuff indeed. Blinded by the Light, 98.7. Mountain, Queensryche, Bad Company, Red Hot Chili Peppers on the way. Little Guitars, it's Van Halen, and it is next.
The new 98.7 The Mountain. Wild and wonderful classic rock.
You know what? Since it's rock music, let's listen for satanic messages. Oh, shit.
Skansen in Ellie, and I have said you're asked to go to one was there back Bill Schneider had read about Gars new this time. That's the 8 and yeah, without been out being the futs to get on it. Snurf it, you last. This is the name of family.
You'll actually notice that the upshot of using the spring not only does it secure the tape into place so you cannot easily pull it out once you've pushed it in, but whenever you push stop because of the design of the cassette door, actually push the tape out for you to much easier grasp.
Springsteen, Man for Man did just such an
Entirely different spin on it. Good stuff indeed. Blinded by the Light, 98.7. Mountain. Wonderful classic rock.
The 2024 K-Love Fan Awards Weekend. Coming to Nashville, May 24th through 26th at all.
Perspective. So that's one.
Old Liberty Village.
Place. Start at Indeed.com/credit.
Hi, it's Tony Caridi. When it comes time to buy Q first class.
Virginia weather.
Ford.com.
Here's your latest Summit Media West Virginia weather.
Today, mostly sunny skies with 40s. Tonight, cloudy skies, lows in the 50s. Sunday, a 40% chance of rain, cloudy skies, and highs in the low 50s. Sunday night, in the 30s. Monday, a chance of rain showers, possible cloudy, lows in the upper teens. Looking ahead to Tuesday, the best station, keeping you moving all day long. This is Nick, 92.9.
It sounds like a little kid named Nick was narrating.
We lost that.
And now for a recording demo. I actually have to trick the tapes. I don't have any Scotch tape lying around. So I have to trick the tape sensor. But the good thing is this unit, it's not one-touch recording. You have to use 2 fingers to tell it to record. So it's in record monitor right now if I had the earphones plugged in. But it also means I can hit the sensor with my finger, put the tape in, then keep pulling this down, press record. And we are now recording. Hello, YouTube. This is being played back from the General Electric Model 3 5194 cassette recorder made for the American Printing House of the Blind. This is running at 1 7/8 inches per second on a traditional Type 1 audio cassette. I am now inserting an index marker into the tape, which when you are in... I don't care that an old Buick is the best used car for cheap millennials. Movie. And I've just released the index tone, so I can find that much more easily now. So now I'm going to stop, rewind, and play this back. And we are now recording. Hello, YouTube. This is being played back from the General Electric Model 3 5194
Cassette recorder made for the American Printing House of the Blind. This is running at 1 7/8 inches per second
on a traditional Type audio cassette. I am now inserting an index marker into the tape, which is much more easily now. So now I'm going to stop, rewind, and play this back.
Brands like LG with Black Friday savings at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Ends November 29th.
You can do it all by yourself, baby girl.
Quick! Spilled your drink?
I hate that ad. So, recording works, and to show that you can actually record on other tracks, Hail Satan! This is now being recorded on one of the sides of the opposite track of the tape. If you were to play this back in a traditional stereo cassette recorder, this would be played on the other side of the tape in reverse on one audio channel because of the way in which talking book machines work with the 4-track system. You do not get 4 simultaneous tracks like you would on a Tascam Porta unit like I've used in the past and shown before. Instead, you get 4 monaural audio tracks, which allows you to store twice the audio programming on one cassette as long as it's monaural. This was used in NLS-issued talking books, which also ran at half speed of 15/16 inches per second. With speech, the fidelity does not necessarily matter beyond a certain point. The audio on these tapes was still intelligible, and as such, tapes were recorded this because they were able to save the amount of tape. You could have, with this, 4 times the amount of audio as a traditional stereo audio cassette running at 1 7/8 inches per second. This means you could cut down on your tape costs, cut down on shipping costs because they would mail the tapes to you, and the consumer, the person listening to the tape, would have to carry around half the amount of cassette, actually a quarter amount of the cassettes, versus purchasing the unabridged audiobook from a traditional publisher such as Random House. Full speed. Hail Satan! This is now being recorded on one of the sides of the opposite track of the tape. If you were to play this back in a traditional stereo cassette recorder, this would be played on the other side of the tape in reverse on one audio channel because of the way in which talking. But the upshot of the speed control being just a direct motor control is that in the event your unit does not have a properly calibrated motor, you can just compensate for it like you might on like an LP 120 turntable, although that is a course lock. It also means if you're playing back a tape that was recorded significantly too fast or too slow, you can also compensate for that. Or, if you have a very speed mix of a song that you'd prefer to learn on an actual instrument, you can slow it down in real time. Machines work with the 4-track system. You do not get 4 simultaneous tracks. You store twice the audio programming on one cassette, as long as it's binaural. This was used in NLS-issued talking books, which also ran at half speed of 15 inches per second. With speed ran at half speed of 15/16 inches per second. With speech, the fidelity does not necessarily matter beyond a certain point. The audio on these tapes was still intelligible in concepts. As a traditional stereo audio cassette running at 1 7/8 inches per second. This means you could cut down on your tape costs, cut down on shipping costs.
It's going down. It's karaoke, brought to you by our friends at East Coast Teas.
That's my favorite.
Tune in to the Woody Wood Show every weekday around 3:50.
Tap in with my station.
107.3. The Beat.
Let's maximum cringe achieved.
Cans 2 for $3?
Yes, and Celsius 12-ounce energy drinks. Buy 2, get 1 free. I'm also thankful for earplugs.
Earplugs? Why are you
Thankful for earplugs. I don't have to hear you snoring every night. Come on, it's not that bad.
You'll be even more thankful for the rest of the specials.
Earplugs? Why are you thankful for earplugs? I don't know. It's not that bad.
You'll be even for your snoring every night.
Come on. Buy for happy hour for home. Get the tire that will see you through the
Internet that's fit for any endeavor. So when the holidays are over, it's important to say $20 a month is still all you'll pay. Nada yada yada, only at Metro. You'll need to qualify for the Affordable Connectivity Program. Purchase a modem and get a phone plan. It's $25 the first month and $20 after that with autopay. Limit 1 ACP discount per household.
It's Chick-fil-A.
Only $19 a month. Don't procrastinate.
This unit, when it was new, also contained a nickel-cadmium battery, which I do not believe still holds a charge.
So like won't save you money?
Nope, does not hold a charge. Because, you know, it's quite old, and NiCad was just not a good battery technology. Nickel metal hydride's better, and lithium ion's even better. You've got various inputs and outputs on the front here, including a remote switch for a foot pedal, which I have at home. You can see the plates here, made from American Printing House. So the information, and there's the battery compartment, which I'm not going to be taking off because I don't feel like going downstairs to get my damn screwdrivers. But though, that was your look at the General Electric Model 5-3194. No, shit, 3-5194 audio cassette recorder made for the American Printing House for the blind. There were units in this similar case style that were stereo. I don't know the model numbers of those. Those also had VSC, so they were effectively, functionally equivalent to an APH Handy Cassette 2. Except, you know, they could run on 110 volts, no external power supply needed. Plus, they could also have a NiCad battery pack about the size of a Handy Cassette 2 installed. Anyways, thanks for watching.